It's the 2K Sports pregame.
Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's another road game for the Spurs. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And, guys, you want to talk about dominance. All they have to do is win today, and they will make it 4 straight against this team. A sweep on the season.
Well, you can't count those chickens before they hatch now. It hasn't been done yet. Beating a team 4 straight times in the NBA during the regular season is a hard thing to do.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Bertans in at the 4 slot. Now here's Booker. Feeds it to Warren. For 3, Bledsoe. That's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On defense, the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
And he gets it to go. Hughes got his first 2 points of the night.
That is some exquisite assist.
There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Bertans. A wide open look for Gasol, and he gets it to go from the corner.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. The teardrop falls in. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes. One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the 2 sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
Now Bledsoe following the 3-point attempt by Tony Parker. Good on the shot.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to been able to keep up.
Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Green. Now Parker. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. No luck. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Rejected by Gasol. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big time play.
Phoenix leading by 6. There's the pass to Booker. Out to the wing. 3-pointer. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound. Up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Chandler with the screen on Gasol. To the inside, stolen by Anderson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Green kicks to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. Green dishes to Parker. Rocket 6. And that is good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Phoenix. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Parker drops them both. And here are the Suns now. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
David Lee's checked in for Pau Gasol. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Suns leading by 5. Bledsoe outside. And the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Lee. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Bledsoe's got 10 points.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Here's Parker. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Passes it to Bertans. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust, but, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Chandler. D comes in for Q, and it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. Lee kicks to Parker, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Number 1, the Spurs.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Tucker, the pass to Booker. Pass to Knight. Parker with the steal. Finds the hole for the second. In time from the floor, now 2 for 5.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams can just still want him even late in his career.
And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. That drops, and it comes off an assist. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Suns leading. They set the pick. Knocked away. Parker with the steal. He dishes it to Dedmon. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And the Suns making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. The pass to D. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Knight with it. He's picked up by Parker. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Barbosa. The rebound by the Spurs.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
That drops.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Suns trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
They need this, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Got a hand on it. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Barbosa's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Simmons is checked in, and it's Mills in for Parker. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Ginobili. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. There's the feed to Mills. From outside the arc, the shot is off, and Phoenix will come the other way. Barbosa kicks to Knight. It's tipped to the wing right side. Here's Bender. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Simmons dishes to Lee. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. .44 seconds left in the first. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Knight. He had 22 points in the win against Houston.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And Mills kicks to Simmons. Lee passes to Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Phoenix's ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Barbosa gets the bucket.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Glenn, a screen. With 1 on the clock, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. Off Defense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes. And the San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu, Tony, and Timmy there as the foundation, and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that come on board, whether it's Leonard or Splitter, Mills, Green, or any of the other role players that have come through the Spurs organization.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Mills. Anderson is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Green, and it's Simmons in at the small forward position.
Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
High arcing shot, cannot hit. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. There's Green with the three. That's a miss, his second after two shots.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And here we go. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Grown man's power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Kicks it to Booker. Out left to the wing, and the wide open shot from Warren. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Gasol dishes to Mills. Back to Gasol. Chandler with the steal. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Spurs making a switch here. Berton is checked in. Knocks it loose. Gasol kicks to Mills. The dish to Anderson. Here's Gasol. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Dishes to Warren. Chandler is screen. Here's Booker, and Gasol sends it back. In transition, here come the Spurs. Anderson with the ball. The Spurs have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Anderson.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Warren, good. Spurs trail by 8. At the elbow, it's Gasol. 11 feet away. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Q. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Pau Gasol.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Bledsoe passes to Chandler. Ball's knocked loose. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway. Mills has got his first basket.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Green. Lets it go. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Patrick Mills. Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Warren the pass to Q. Chandler a screen. Here's Bledsoe. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bledsoe's got 16.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Bledsoe, and the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3. Phoenix leading by 6. Bledsoe dishes to Warren. Back to Bledsoe. And he lays it straight in. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Parker's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Bertens. Fires the 3. And it's good, and the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Pass tonight, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Suns leading by 7.
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And taking a look here at the numbers on Pau Gasol. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 3rd in shooting percentage. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And, you know, that's an impressive accomplishment. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why he's one of the best in field goal percentage.
Parker kicks to Gasol. On the wing, Green. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Moving it up. And Len gets it to go on the assist by Goodwin. Len's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Back tonight. And Gasol comes to help. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Goodwin passes to Tucker, and it's sent back by Anderson. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well. Ever since he came into the league, Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
David Lee checked in for San Antonio.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
So it's San Antonio now, down by 12. Anderson dishes to Gasol. Outside, Green. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
You know, it's funny. We talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And a case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Gasol a screen. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Stolen by Tucker. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Parker right side to end the drought. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Parker's got 13 points.
Well, that was like a warm-up shot there, a warm-up jumper. No problem converting that one.
Goodwin kicks to Knight. 41 seconds left in the first half. In transition, here come the Spurs. Green with the ball, and that one's good. 15 points for Parker.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Knight against Parker. Poke loose. Gasol with the steal. And here comes the break. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Parker. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here is Knight. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Gentlemen, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans. The story early on was Eric Bledsoe, who was on fire, and 1 rebound. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
What a performance from Bledsoe here. He has 18 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
We've got Chandler. Warren is out there with Q. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Booker in a 2-guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Shot clock at 2. Bledsoe And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his third rebound tonight. Jacks up a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Gasol's got it back down to single digits for San Antonio. Well, Phoenix shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. There's a good screen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. It's stolen by Green. Anderson outside. Gasol passes to Bertans. He kicks to Parker. And the layup. Falls. Parker's got 19 points.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
He's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Here's Bledsoe and Parker with the block. And Anderson kicks to Green. And he bangs it home with one. One hand.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Parker dishes to Gasol. Bertans, the pass to Gasol. Stolen by Warren. Here's Booker. Finished off the break. Booker's got 7 points.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Right side Green. And it's good on the assist by Parker. He's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Warren kicks to Booker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater. And guys, in a draft with so many talented big men and lead guards, Booker was a bit of a hot commodity. One of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning quick release on his jump shot. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Phoenix. And with Booker, you know, who is a Kentucky guy, he's a sharpshooter. Greg, you're talking about that. His dad actually played at the University of Missouri. He was a pretty good shooter. This Booker has a pretty good frame to work with, and I think that's going to serve him well in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like his size. I like his stroke. I like his toughness. I think he's going to be better defensively than people think. He's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
It's blocked.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The three from Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili. Mills has got 7 points in the game. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, 11 feet away.
That's his first personal foul.
Warren with the ball. He has 6. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. 14 points for him.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now the pass to Bertens, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And the dunk by Chandler.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
To the paint. Here's Ginobili. Shot is no good. And Phoenix the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. It's blocked. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Missed inside. Booker in the post. Covered by Mills. Warren dishes to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Spurs trail by 6. Stolen by Bledsoe. Inside. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe. Barbosa's got 11. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Now here's Bledsoe. 18 points for him. Chandler with the screen on Ginobili. Barbosa kicks to Chandler. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
And Ginobili, here we go. That is good. Ginobili's got 5 now.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Now Warren, he's got 6. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Off target from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 8. Ginobili outside. Feeds to Dedmon. Pass to Bertens. Jacks up a 3. Booker pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. He dishes it to Barbosa. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That's good. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
To the paint. Here's Dedmon. Chandler with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Bledsoe passes to Warren. And it's good. Caught through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Chandler. D comes in for Booker. Goodwin's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Suns making a change here. Tucker's checked in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
For Phoenix, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That one is no good. Spurs trail by 16. Ginobili dishes to Dedmon. Will it go? And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons got his first points in this one.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Bend it. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Tucker can't get it to go. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Knight kicks to Goodwin. Back to Knight. D passes to Goodwin. The feed to Knight. Here's Tucker. Off target from three-point range. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Spurs trail by 14. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Powell gets is out there with David Lee, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Down low, here's Q. And another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good. Goodwin.
Phoenix, Archie Goodwin. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Goodwin. Spurs shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Gasol dishes to Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Tony Parker.
25 points for Tony Parker.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
It's Knight with the drive. The shot open. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Suns lead by 16. And San Antonio has possession. On the wing, Green. And the Spurs scoring again.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And that one's good. That's 7 points for D.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Booker. Knocked away. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
What a game we've seen here for D. 9 points and the 1 steal. As tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Knight passes to Q. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. 6 points for Q.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Knight against Parker. Knight into the lane. Cans the 12-footer. And the Suns lead by 16.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
And they call an illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Chandler comes in for Len, and Warren subbed in for D. Spurs trail by 16. Kicks to Gasol. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Knight into the lane. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And a wide open look for Lee. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Knight passes to Q from past the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And Anderson kicks to Green. Good-looking screen by Gasol. There's Parker with the 3. Here's Lee. Another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th when he came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
Warren, good.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Gasol is screen on Bledsoe. And it's Lee penetrating. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Bledsoe, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Bledsoe's got 24.
And getting back to David Lee, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge lines. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing. And he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
Chandler is screen. A nice shot by Booker. 19 points in the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Gasol is screen. It's tipped. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. Bledsoe's got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Off the pick. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And, you know, back to David Lee, we all know about his struggles with the Warriors, and many had written him off completely. But then at the end of last season, he showed that he still has the energy and skills to contribute if given minutes.
And Booker kicks to Warren. Stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game Green has been having, he's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Bertanis, he's checked in for David Lee.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
A different look now for San Antonio. David Lee checked in for Bertans, and it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Back to Bledsoe. Chandler with the screen on Parker. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Stolen by Anderson. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker leading the charge. San Antonio. Again missing. Phoenix leading by 11. There's the dish to Booker. He feeds it to Warren. Rebound by Lee. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Parker dishes to Lee. Fires at the elbow. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Bledsoe passes to Warren. Back to Bledsoe. To the middle. Chandler kicks to Booker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 17 now just in the second half.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Picked by Lee. Off the screen. Chandler with the block. Gasol with the steal. Here's Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's the screen. Here's Warren. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Anderson with the ball. Now defended by Warren. No good from Ginobili.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 14. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Bertans, he's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Parker against Bledsoe. Bertans passes to Parker. Lets it go from deep. And it's Green missing.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And really an important win from a pride standpoint. Nobody likes getting swept, so they're able to salvage a win in this 4-game season series.
Yeah, and at 1-3, I mean, their record against this team obviously not pretty, but again, to your point, it's about pride and not being swept.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Bledsoe. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul. Goodwin dishes to Tucker. And he converts the layup.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 16. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
Barbosa kicks to Goodwin. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Bledsoe. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
Man, I can't say enough.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed